Alright. I got everything set up. Oh wait, I gotta charge my phone. Just gonna check the audio. Sounds pretty well balanced. I think it was a little too quiet yesterday. Sounds pretty well balanced. I think it was a little too quiet yesterday. I gotta get my charger. I can jump in here. Might as well at least load it.
Left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes.
Forgot it was raining. So, I didn't really want to bother with the practice programs. Let's just skip to the next one, I guess. Sunny. Then pure rain in practice 3, which I will do some running in just for fun, but...
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top 3. Leclerc, Albon, and Lewis Hamilton. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Oops. I have 20 resource points. Ooh. Could have gone to time trial, actually, look for some setups, but this one's alright anyway. last night. Oh shit. I'm actually really lucky I didn't rip the wheel off there. Kind of just forgot what happened in that corner. Yikes. I'll watch that curve. Yeah, Starling just... Oh, yeah. Almost. This is close to I've been to getting a perfect lap. Well, not a perfect lap, but not making mistakes. Very big difference.
Let's speed up. Our tyre data is no good unless we're doing a representative pace. If we don't get our time delta back in the green, we'll need to rerun this program. Program complete and a job.
There we go. Starting to get the hang of it.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 15.3. In this program, we want you to focus on fuel-saving technique. Lift and coast through corner entry to save as much as you can while keeping under the minimum lap time. Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job in... I know it's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
Apparently the mediums just last forever here.
In this program, we're looking at ERS management. This is all about managing your battery efficiently throughout the lap to hit your target time. The overtake button will drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power.
Having a nice lap there. I just got distracted with the stupid meter.
Your pace is too slow. Make sure you use your overtake button for maximum power.
Shit lap that was. Let's try this over again. How am I liking Zandvoort? I don't know, man. I think it's pretty fun, actually. Now I'm starting to get the hang of it. Like, I actually feel like it's going to be one of those... kind of like, I don't know, kind of reminds me of Hungary a little bit. It just has like a really nice rhythm to it, like I'm driving it.
This is the ERS management test. Hit the target time whilst managing your battery charge. The more efficiently you use energy throughout the lap, the higher you will score. Use your overtake button for maximum power, but remember, that will drain energy rapidly. Complete and a job well done.
Like, by the time you're done getting used to it, it could be one of your favorites? Is that what you mean? Or it's already one of your favorites? How's the audio sound? I was watching a little bit of the stream from yesterday and I thought it sounded too quiet at times. Yeah, after you learned it. So it's like already one of your favorite tracks. And you've only done it a little bit, I guess.
So far, our fastest
I could
lap
see
is
that.
a
It's got a really good flow.
1:14.6.
Like, I don't know, I'm starting to like it, but I keep making these little mistakes because I'm missing the corners or breaking points. Like forgetting which one exactly is coming up, but there's only like one or two that I'm doing that now.
To view information on your current levels of tyre wear and damage, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then again to cycle to the tyres and damage screen.
I was hoping so. Let's do a quali lap though. I haven't done one yet. Weather update. Hot. Shit. Yeah. I'm gonna do quality run now though. Alright, bud.
We're 22nd in the speed trap, 315.8 kilometers per hour.
Hey. What are you doing? Cat has his ass right where to keep my hands.
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
Hey. About that. I keep missing, that's the one corner that I keep messing up. It's just, I think it's the sun and the line, I just keep not realizing how hard I need to brake. Because it's so inviting, you know? Look at it.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
But now that I've messed it up so many times, it's like that one corner and I think about it every time now. Yeah, with the glare, it's horrible. But that was a big boo-boo. Just trying to find those little spots, but really what I should do is
Don't
try to
worry
go.
about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
Feeling desperate there. You know what I'm realizing though? I'm losing. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like the racing line's essentially useless there. I might as well just use the braking boards. What I was realizing is my engine is way down on power because I'm running the Warren one for practice. Because I'm just like struggling to find that pace in the straight line, right? Like I'm losing all my time on straights mostly. I made a few mistakes, obviously still, but like I was up quite a bit. Just losing in the straight lines. I'll try one more time, but I don't really care that much because I think I'll be able to get a decent quality lap in anyways. I think it's almost time to.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
Almost time for quality. Anyway, I'm not too terribly worried about it at this point. The wear on the gearbox has been decent, actually, given that I'm still learning. Let's go back to the garage. Take a look at the gearbox, actually. I think I'll probably have to change it next race, but I think that'll be...
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 13.3.
time for a gearbox anyway, right? Because this is race 5. Mind you, I am doing 25%. So my wear might not be like super accurate.
we're 19th in the speed trap, 315.8 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, see, it's pretty cooked. Especially the engine. I'm not surprised I'm so down on power. My event gearbox is at 55%. So I probably can finish the race, right? Oh, it has to complete 6 races. Oops. Well, then I might as well just change it.
To view your current tire, brake and engine temperatures, press the MFD button
They must
to
be
open the
using...
multifunction display, and then press it again to cycle through till you reach the temperature information screen.
They're probably just, like, they just abuse the downshifts and stuff, right? And the gearbox is a method of speed rather than a tool, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, like, realistically, I'm not going to finish 6 races with that gearbox, am I? What do you mean, with the engine? Or the gearbox?
Right, here's something to remember about this circuit. There's a lot of steep camber and elevation changes here, so be careful, especially on cold tires. Turn 12 is very tight and can sneak up on you, so turn in nice and early.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not going to run the engine. I put that engine back in for the practice. I already have the other engine with a bit of wear on it. Like, I used it in the last Grand Prix already. In China, because I figured it would be helpful for my engine deficit having full power, right? The gearbox will finish this race, but next race I'm going to have to take penalty. What's next? Baku? Yeah, being careful with my shifting isn't really my repertoire right now. Oh, Spain. It's not a very good overtaking track, Spain, is it? So, not really the kind of place I want to take big grid drop penalties on. Did I unlock that stuff now? So I can change my livery to that?
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Verstappen, Leclerc, and Sebastian Vettel. What an incredible practice session.
Bad.
The fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend
my practice
unfolds.
program, I didn't even realize I was 7th. Like, the practice program's telling me I'm too slow, but, like, 7th place isn't that bad. I mean, obviously, some of these guys didn't run proper laps, but... 3/10 off racing point, which is about where I am, I think. Yeah, I know. I don't want to start at the back in Spain because of that. I don't know if I'm going to take a look at it. I'm going to get out of the session here. And I guess because I'm in the race weekend, I can't really look at it too thoroughly. bud. Hey, sit here. Come on. No, you can't sit up here. Oh my god, you're so cute. Come on, what are you doing? Good. Okay, get up. You can sit here. My cat is fucking trying to cuddle right in my face right now. I guess it's better than in a race. Really need to get a phone or something. What are you doing? 7th is pretty good. Sorry, what do you mean? Oh, for practice, yeah. I forgot that's where I finished. Yeah, I mean, if I'm anywhere near Racing Point, it's relatively expected, so I must have figured out the track somewhat at least. I don't have a wet setup though. I would like to try a couple wet laps before I jump in quali here though. We'll get quali going soon and get the race done, and then I probably have time for Spain tonight because I don't really need too much practice at Spain since I know it. Well, the tracks I know, I find that I've gotten through pretty quickly overall.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
So add some more wing. Drop that right down. Yeah, Noi's pretty fun. I DNF'd because I was getting frustrated with how much time I was spending on it. My kind of like goal right now is to like move the team forward quickly, so I'm doing these shorter races and stuff to try and do that, just to like get into the season more, so that I can kind of expand a little bit and then take my time with the Grand Prix. I just want to pool some resources and make some upgrades and probably get another driver, but I think I'll have to wait till the end of the year for that. Someone gets dropped, like if literally someone becomes a free agent, I'm gonna sign them. I just don't want to pay the buyout fee. Like if they got dropped like Grosjean or Magnussen, I would totally sign them. Like Latifi could get dropped because the AI is going to see that there's better drivers than Latifi in the market. Yeah, let's you know what though?
To view current strategy and race objectives, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then press it again
okay, no,
to
I'm
cycle
still,
through till you reach the strategy and objective screen.
it's still pending the change, right? So I'm not gonna like wear my new engine doing these couple laps here. Alright. Let's try it. I've never driven in the rain here. Hardly driven here at all. Should be pretty fun. That was slippery. Whew, that was a nice save. Oh, I beat Max at his home track. In the wet. Yeah, that was fun. Not a bad lap, though. Actually did fairly well. I almost lost it on the banking there, though. Alright, who's ready for some
I'd
quality?
take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
Okay, Max dusted me now. I shouldn't have said anything.
Our best lap so far is a 1:23.9.
You can hear that Honda gurgling as I'm watching Aiken here. So what I was thinking, I might edit my livery. I might just keep the one I have because I like the design of it. But I was thinking maybe add, like my logo has got a lot of black because of the shield. So I was thinking maybe I should maybe turn the white part black and then the trim at the bottom that's black actually make that white. like the floor and like I guess it would be the nose cone under the front wing, like that area is all black. So I can turn that white and then have like a red and black car. I don't know. Kind of want to just get a new livery too, though, if there's a decent one in there. But anyways, let's get on with it.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Vettel, Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Wow. Can you edit the Cosmos livery, or is it just stuck like the way it is? Because if I can't change the colors, I'm not interested. Yeah. It's even worse now. Oh, I do have my third sponsor already, though. I forgot. Nah, if I can't change it, then forget it.
If it were me, this is probably what I'd invest in.
Could do another engine upgrade, though. It's that capacity, though. Durability is always necessary. Ooh. Aero upgrade for Monaco?
What do you think of this one?
That's pretty tempting. I get to another major if I upgrade this as well, so I think that's worth it. I'm gonna do it. I don't care about the fucking grid penalties. Look how good my car is gonna be, though. That aero upgrade. Like, I'm gonna be caught up to the cars ahead of me. Quite quickly. Nice little wave. So, quick note to self and others that it doesn't change, your setup doesn't revert each session. It carries on from where you left it. So if you had a wet setup in...
From time to time, I'll ask you if you want to change to a new strategy, or if there are any particular car adjustments you would like made in the pit stop. When I do so, a prompt will appear on the MFD showing how long you have to respond. To answer, hold the radio button to open the radio screen. This will display your available responses. You may either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen.
So, what is this about? Is this a bug? It says returned. My race set of softs is returned. Because I noticed yesterday when I switched to my softs, they were used. And I was like, why am I using used softs? I should have a fresh set of both. Right? So I have a medium and a hard, but why do I, like... Doesn't make any sense.
Track is pretty empty right now. Lots of space.
Right? Like that's gotta be a bug. Yeah, I noticed yesterday, like when I was pitting for my softs, I was like, why am I forcing, like I was like, did I use all my tires in quali? Because these are, say, reserved for race, and this says returned. It's super weird. It's also annoying.
If you find yourself getting understeer, then you're not getting enough grip from the front tyres. It could mean that the car isn't being allowed to...
You know what? I think it's because I'm doing short quali. Because if you just get in the top 10, you start on the set, you qualify on it, right? The AI is so dumb. He goes to overtake me, and then he thinks he needs to get out of my way, so he slows down. Anyway, that was a decent lap. I feel like I had more in it, but... I'll take that. Yeah, but anyway, what I was thinking is because it's short quality,
Our best lap so far is a 1
there's
minute
no Q3,
12.5.
so you don't earn that extra set of tires that goes back. So that might be the Q3 tire that they sent back already, right? That's probably what it is. That's probably why it's gone. It's a short lap. I got time for 2 more, I think. Should I try the mediums?
We're 21st in the speed trap,
Oh, hey.
321.0
back.
kilometers per hour.
I have time for a lap on these anyway. I don't want to use my softs because I need a set for the race, right? So I'll do a lap on these. Let's see what we can do here. Not it. Oh well. I don't want to waste the tires anyway, so I'll just fast forward a little bit to the end of the session and do one more run. Get the tires set up first though. Oops. Okay, that's another lesson. Do not fast forward and then change menus. Fuck yeah. Top 10, dude. Woo. Hey, T-Money. I like this track. It is a fun track. I think I'm getting the hang of it. I'm up to 89
and with qualifying
difficulty
complete,
down too, so
let's review our top three today.
not cheesing
Leclerc,
so much
Verstappen,
anymore.
and Sebastian Vettel. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but
Yeah, it
don't
was
worry,
good.
we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
I'm right on the cusp of those top guys, so I'm gonna get swallowed up at the start, but thank you. Much appreciated. I think that calls for a quick little break, and we'll get the race going in a few. That's right, Grosjean. And see you in the top 10. Alright, be back in 2 minutes.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Alright. Let's get it going. Yeah, I'm not going to be same as yesterday. I'm not going to really check the chat unless I have to pause for some reason. And hopefully I don't blow it on the second last lap like last night.
It was 35 years ago that the late great Niki Lauda took his 25th and final Grand Prix win here at Zandvoort. He came from 10th on the grid to beat his McLaren teammate Alain Prost. But it's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Albon, Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, and Norris, Watson, Perez,
Damn.
Ricciardo,
Look at
and
that guy.
Esteban Ocon,
Bigger
Sainz,
racing.
Gasly, Sebastian Vettel, and Kvyat.
Actually in
Raikkonen,
7th because
Stroll,
Vettel
Kevin
dropped.
Magnussen, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Aitken, Grosjean, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi.
Time for a
It's
new
almost
teammate.
time for the lights to go out.
Oh, rain. Holy shit. How accurate is that session forecast, though? Like, is that... I wonder if anybody knows. Is that, like, a race forecast? Or is that, like, a time forecast and it might apply? Doesn't really specify, does it? Either way, my setup will stay the same. I guess I'll just be, I'll add front wing. This doesn't matter. I'll just go into the race and kind of just go with what Jeff is saying, hopefully. Because it looks like the softs will last a little longer if we need them to, right? So, let's do it.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes.
So I was gonna check, I keep forgetting I can pause. So used to streaming races that, like, in leagues that I, you know. Yeah, it's gonna start raining before it's supposed to end for sure, I think. I'm so used to streaming, like, live races, I always forget I can just pause and, like, pop in the chat, and, or even if I just need, like, a couple minutes, you know? Lose my shit, and I'll be like, alright, hold on. I'm gonna pause for a second. It's a lot more fun just trying to do it all at once, though. Alright. Started 7th, though. That's pretty nice. That's a huge moment for the race. Jack Aitken looks like a duster now. Bum. Until I bit it, it was just ahead of me somehow. Nothing wrong with pausing the race. No, you're right. Like, I could just take a minute just to, even just to, like, let my hands fucking cool down, because I always get, like, super tense when I'm going. But, I'm kind of ready to go here. I feel like I'm in the groove right now with this track, so it's time to go, you know? I don't want to, like, lose that. It's gonna rain, too, and I felt like I was really good in the rain there, so who knows, man? Maybe I win this fucking race. You never know. I guess I would be mad at this, but these cars are much better than mine. I might be able to get some points for sure.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
focus on my
Alright, let's
gears.
focus now for the rest of the race.
Got Danny Rick behind me too, that's not good news. I'll say a few races ago I had Ocon pressuring me. And Ricardo's been there. He's closing fast. Like, look where Perez is. Like, Perez is nowhere. Ricardo's all over.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Five minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain.
I knew I was going to do that eventually. So many times in practice, and I knew I was going to do it in the race. Honestly, it kind of caught me off guard there, but I needed to let it go anyway. Seems the Renault's pretty quick here. Talk on this catching him too. I'll make up ground in the wet. That's somewhere I haven't been yet. Sainz, and then looks like Vettel behind him too. That's gonna suck.
approaching the pit window, you'll be on the mediums.
Starting to notice my
is catching you by 5/10 a lap. 5/10.
my energy store wear now, because every time I go back to the ERS, I barely have any. The capacity is severely lacking at this point.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tire grip around now.
Really looks like it's going to start raining too.
In this lap, push now.
It's just starting to rain. Yeah. I believe so. Stay with me on the laps.
Gap to car in front is 2.5 seconds.
Something in that spot there to cover it off. That time he wasn't even close enough.
Okay, be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Some of these guys pit, eh?
Car ahead is coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tires.
Fucking hell, man.
Caution, caution. The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Fit inters.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Fit intermediates.
Okay, we'll fit inters on your next stop. VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Green flag.
The last second, because VSC was ending, I decided not to pit.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
But I don't know, man. I'm not really sure what happened there. I think fucking Ocon tagged me, and then when I was recovering, the other car slammed into me. I don't think I really did anything wrong there. I was kind of just trying to hold my own. I did
I
go
know these
deep.
conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track is ready for intermediates yet. Okay, gap ahead is 2.0 seconds.
Starting to get slippery. I got to get used to that.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap. A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Yep. That's it. Alright. Okay.
We're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Box this lap. It's fucking terrible out here. Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Set intermediates.
Confirming that we'll be fitting the intermediate tyres.
Stayed out too long, but I wasn't sure that they were going to put the inters on because he was offering me a different strategy and then the menu was like stuck and I was too busy trying to drive.
Cars are coming in for inters. It's touch and go, but could be worth the risk. We'll be ready if you want to box. Complete, go now. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
So I definitely lost a lot of ground on that half lap that I was stuck out there. And I think I can get Magnussen easy. Plenty of time. I'll get the points. Big mistake there, but I'll figure it out.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy. Caution, caution. Caution, caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. to teammate behind is 2.6 seconds.
So focused trying to catch him. Almost. I gotta go slip by him somewhere.
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water. This is your final lap of the race. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
So close.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
As close as I've been. Yeah. The wets are rough. Just struggling for traction.
A difficult race then on a circuit that demands complete concentration. But they persevered to take the win here today.
That was fun. I just think if I hit that lap where I was messing around trying to figure out if they had the tires ready or not.
Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Get a point,
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament.
Story of my
They
career
were able
so
to
far.
keep their heads
Never
when
the
everyone
points by
around
little
them was
margins.
losing theirs. And that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Ferrari
Whatever,
are
it was
at
fun.
it again. An
I
excellent
actually enjoyed that
performance
track.
at today's Grand Prix, and there's certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
Well, Charlie Leclerc, eh? Well, it was a valiant effort. That close to the first points. At a track I've never done before, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think next race will be there. I do kind of hate Spain. And I didn't pause. Didn't take any breaks. I just did the whole race.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Valtteri
That's a good
Bottas
result for
passes his
8 and
rival
2, actually.
to take over the lead
Really
of the
good
Drivers'
result for him.
Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Lance Stroll certainly put in an impressive performance today. No doubt his team and fans are extremely proud.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, AlphaTauri's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table.
Yeah, Kvyat
And with
played the
that, we
strategy
wrap up
right too.
another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Look where he finished. Look how much time I lost. I was just ahead of him, right? Cost myself 10 seconds on that bad track. But yeah. Well, obviously no one saw it. I don't think anyone thought it was gonna be that bad. But with the Ferrari being so slow at the start of the season here, hopefully their upgrades get them somewhere near the front, but I don't know. It's tough. Yeah, fuck, so close, man. Let's watch those highlights, though. I'll let them go for a minute. See if it's any good. I guess I got a pretty good start overall. I almost got around the outside on Hamilton there. Really deep. Oh, yeah. That's probably my fault then. And this is where Ricardo was just... Or no, this is actually... Was it Ricardo? No, that was Ocon. Oh, look at that defense. Whew. Actually, it was so nice. I think he gets me here. Or do I get him around the outside? Oh no, I stayed ahead. Wow, that was a nice defense too. Oh shit. I'm surprised I got away with that. I guess they could call it a racing incident, but that was pretty bad. Side of my car is destroyed. Almost got Magnussen here. I had to bail though because he was too close. Like I didn't think I was like, I figured if I didn't pull out of that, I'm not finishing 11th. And if I stay there, maybe I finish 10th, but I might not finish. So I had to back out. But if it was, I don't know, man. If it was Grosjean, I don't think I would have to back out. Magnussen doesn't yield. Ooh. Highlights are doing fairly well for this race. I'm happy. It was fun. I mean, compared to where I'm supposed to be, it's a pretty good result, but I'm happy with that. And it's just almost 10 o'clock here.
Let's have yours.
Yeah,
You're
I got
breaking
time.
all expectations. What's
2
your
hours
secret?
at least to do more career here. Breaking all expectations. Secret, I'm the best driver on track. That's no secret. Oh, I have to say that.
How do you feel the weather affected the outcome today?
Oh, I have to say this, right?
Do you have any comments about the collisions?
I'm doing pretty good, Michael. Playing F20. I'm enjoying myself. I just had a hell of a race there. That was actually a lot of fun. I'm pretty pissed that I didn't get a point, but I should have had more points even. So I threw it away again. This time, though, it was like actually on track thrown away. Not like a big mistake. Like just strategy. That was a really fun battle, though. Comments about the collisions. Can't say anything. I'm not saying anything.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Here comes the money. Oh, Grosjean. You thought you could beat me. I went with Honda. Dathan. I went with Honda just because I wanted to save a little bit of money, and I don't know, kind of like the Honda engine. I should have signed Matsushita though. That would have been cool. Oh wait, that was my sponsor goal, wasn't it? Finish 12th or higher. I forgot I chose that at the beginning. Oh yeah, it's great, man. I'm just getting back to the team headquarters, so like the My Team mode. So I can go through a few of the menus and stuff, and you can look around. I've got things to do anyway, so I'll show you some of the stuff that's changed. It's pretty interesting. So you've got your calendar now with your advanced time and all this good stuff. Think about being different going for Renault. Yeah, the Renault I think is a good engine too, and the Renault sounds nice as well. And that's a big factor. Like I gotta say, the Honda's got a little bit of it's got a unique sound. It's not necessarily pleasing though. The other engines sound really nice, and they did tune up the engine sounds a little bit this year, so it's good to see. The calendar though, yeah, no problem. I mean, I like checking all this stuff out too, and I need to do things. So wow, we only have 2 days here. So anyway, you got this little calendar now, and you can like earn things for your team between the weekends. Obviously 2 days is not much, but got some things you can do here. Simulator training, so you can get your driver some experience. This will give me team acclaim. The more acclaim you have, the more sponsors you can get. Driver promotion, filming. Obviously driver acclaim, so that would be from me, I believe. And then chassis team building. I do need to do some chassis work, so maybe I should sneak a little. I gotta make the price cheaper when I buy the stuff, right? I gotta spend money on that. Simulator training. Let's get Jack some experience. That's the one thing he's really lacking. But he did pretty good last race. I mean, he was right there with me. So, if that's the one thing he needs, let's, it's only 2 days anyway. Who cares? Let's use it up. So the facilities. So I have $1.99 million. There's probably some things I can buy in the facilities. So you got each of your facilities has like, and then these are like your perks for your facilities. And then like obviously you still have your R&D tree from last year where you upgrade everything. Like the kind of gurgling sound that you mean with the Honda, because you do kind of hear it when you're outside of the car. Like if you watch from like a broadcast view, like I was riding on board, or I was watching Aitken in practice, and you can hear like the like really deep gargle. So I do like that they have that in the game. I don't think you can hear it so much when you're in the car driving. Yeah. You definitely hear it on from the broadcast view. I guess I could go to like the highlights menu. You probably won't hear it with all the other cars around though. The highlights menu would probably have replays that I could show you, but I'm going to get into practice in a minute in Spain anyway, so I'll show you there. So anyway, like this is something I can afford. I can afford a fitness center, which would improve Aitken's racecraft and awareness. So I mean, these are good investments to make for your team anyways, because you're eventually going to hire another driver it's better. I don't think I'm going to turn Aiken into a star or anything, but... So then, obviously, you've got these other options here I can afford. You just gain more resource points, better quality control, so you can spend your cash to help with your upgrade departments. You can probably... I guess you need to upgrade the specs. Like, I have Spec 1 powertrain, so it unlocks more R&D. So if you look here, R&D... I couldn't do the cylinder head before I upgraded a part of my power department. So, see the chassis department here has question marks. Those upgrades will become available as soon as I spend a chunk of money to upgrade any part of that facility. Then those will unlock. And then further down, you probably have Spec 2 required, right? So I have to upgrade my chassis department again to unlock the next set of upgrades. So, the money is relatively important. Like, if you're not pulling the money in, you're not going to unlock the paths that you need to make your car competitive. So, that's pretty cool, how they built that in well. The sparks noticing the sound on the onboard. Yeah, I think that might have been last year a little bit. Like, if you really crank the volume up with, like, some good headphones, you hear all kinds of crazy noises while you're actually, like, ripping down the straight behind a car. Like the wind and draft, obviously. And so the audio is pretty good. I'll say that they've definitely improved that over the years. Overall, I mean, the game gets better every year. Like, I've bought it on launch for the last 3 or 4 years now. I mean, even the last 2 years, I paid the extra money to play it early because I just love it. I don't know. And they keep making it better. Like, this is a great game mode. It's, like, so much more, you know, elaborate than career. Like, there's just so much more to do. Because, like, I mean, this is just... Like, your R&D is relatively the same from last year, but then you've got your facilities that block your R&D paths. So you need to upgrade all of this to get your R&D to work. And then you've obviously got your parts management like last year, but then you have this whole corporate menu now. So you have all your sponsorship here. So a top 12 finish. Oh, okay, that's where I got the money from. Where's my top? I have a top 12 finish sponsor, right? So they gave me 174,000 on top of my 138K last race because me and Aiken finished 11th and 12th. So we might have actually got it twice because of that. So things like that are important. You need to pick realistic goals, right? Like, I figured I could get into the points eventually, so I was thinking top 12 was definitely doable at least. I didn't realize how important that 11th place was. Contracts, so there's Aiken. His market value is $2 million now, so he's gotten better. He was I think he was 1.5 before. So he's definitely improved a little bit now.
Here,
you can buy
any extra money that you secured on perks. Each of these perks benefit both you and your current team. They stay with you, so they'll make you a more attractive prospect in future negotiations.
Well, there you go. I just let them explain it for you, so I don't have to fumble through it. But yeah, you can spend your money on yourself to unlock your own little perks as well. So media coaching, like, there's interview answers that are blocked until you unlock level 1 of this. So I can spend some money being a better speaker on the camera, right? Driver acclaim will be boosted by 10%. That's not terribly important to me right now. I'm not going to waste money on that. I did spend money on this, though, because I thought that was worth it. Resource point income boosted by 10%. So all the points I earn are 10% higher. Obviously, I'm earning way more than Aiken every weekend, right? Made sense. Driver market. This is something a lot of people probably want to see. So this is where you've got all your various contracts, how much it costs to buy these guys. See how much that's what I'm talking about with the buyout price. Like, you know, for a small team like me, I've only got $2 million. Like, if say Kevin Magnussen gets dropped, right? His base salary is $3 million. Like, that's affordable. And Kevin Magnuson's a huge upgrade. So I'll take Magnuson. But the buyout, $1.5 million, now he's a $4.5 million driver if I want him. That's not really worth it. I'm better off just leaving Aiken in the car. Yeah, I agree. This mode is very elaborate. It's excellent. It's well thought out. The drivers evolve, so it's not going to be the same. It's always going to change. You know, like Latifi got a little bit better. Aitken's gotten much better. Aitken, when I signed him, was 65. Maybe he was 67, but no, I can't remember actually. I think he was 65, but he was like around King and Hubert in terms of pace or rating. So he's overtaken De Vries now. Obviously, De Vries was rated highly, but you see what I mean though. Like you look at Latifi's rating is 65. Like De Vries could easily be signed and replace Latifi, and I'm not going to waste my money on Latifi. Aiken's already better than him, right? Why would I do that? So, you know, if one of these drivers gets dropped up here though, then I'm definitely going to sign them because I think that money would be well spent to have someone that can like really push to where I'm pushing the car. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's addicting as hell, man. I'm at work all day just thinking like, I just want to go home and play. Kind of want to call in sick every day just to play it. Like, it's a blast. There's some money. Look at that. Results equal cash. That's the thing. Car liveries. So this is something that you can change like within the game mode. You don't even really have to leave to edit your car. And you can choose where you put the sponsors as well, what color the sponsors are. So you'll notice I zoom in here, I've got a little sponsor up there. That's the one that paid me. Pay night. What's confusing? I mean, there's just so many little things you gotta figure out. Because I agree. Like, I've been playing it for like 3 days now, for like big chunks of time each time, and I'm starting to get it. But there's still a lot of little things I'm not really sure, like, what I'm doing with. Anyway, there's all these other liveries, right? And this one I just unlocked, I believe. Yeah, you can't change the color scheme of this, but it's a nice looking color. It's a nice car, but... Oh, there's my RaceNet one, finally. Unlocked. It was all broken for 2 days. You can't change it, though, so you're stuck with that. That one's nice. But it's the base one. This is the one I had. I think it's a good looking car. I'll just leave it. I was considering adding a little more black, though. Just don't really know where. Yeah, you'll figure it out, though. I mean, a lot of this stuff is quite similar, but then there's all these other little things going on. I don't know if I have any upgrades coming for the next race. Obviously not. It's like 2 days away. I wonder if there's anything else I need to do. I guess I could spend some money, but I'm not really sure it's necessary. That would be worth it. I need $10,000 to speed up my upgrades, actually. That would be a great idea. Quality control, resource point. See, I want to upgrade my chassis eventually, so maybe I should spend some money here. Again, that's out of cost. This I should probably spend money on. I need to get my car more durable. And increasing the success rate is important. I don't want to spend more resource points on reliability. And I need to unlock the next tier to keep continue, right? So I gotta do something. Could do that. Yeah, they're kind of putting it all behind paywall, in all honesty. So it's a little frustrating in that sense. But you can earn them, especially if you bought like the podium pass or whatever, which you can get with your points from the Schumacher edition if you bought it. But yeah, so the podium pass or whatever will help you earn more liveries and helmets just by playing the game. So you can kind of work your way into these premium things, and there's some that you can just outright buy with credits, and you can earn more credits, but you know you can buy credits too, and so that's fine, in my opinion. If it makes the actual gameplay better and the cars are better and this story, this career mode is more elaborate, then by all means go for it. Because if they can make more money on cosmetic shit and use it to make the game better, that's fine. But it's a slippery slope as well. You don't know for sure that they might not be like, well, you can make your engine more powerful now if you spend special credit. Like then the game gets tacky, and it's like, not really sure, but depends what you're playing it for too, right? If you're playing competitively, then it's a joke, but if you're playing for yourself, who cares how much money you spend to be better at the game? If you're playing alone. Yeah, okay, I think this is where I need to spend the money. Oh, rain. Hour and 43 minutes, eh? Are you also downloading it as well? Oh, you're waiting for the just the 70 edition, I guess, eh? I kind of forgot that was coming out tonight. It's frustrating. I don't want to do practice in the rain, really. I don't even mind the rain that much compared to the next guy, but... Did I go to the race weekend with my fucking good engine fit? It's a blunder. And if I quit... No. I didn't load it yet. Maybe I can still change it. But no, I went into the weekend, I think, with it. I have no idea. Either way. No. I don't think it's gonna work. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, you're just paying extra to play early. I kind of like, you know. But, actually, you know what? So, like, the base game should be $79 on the store, right? There was a discount, 10% discount in the 2019 menu. And I just got the Schumacher edition for $83, so I paid like $4 more for all the extra content, and then to play it a little early, so I thought that was worth it. If I went to the store and bought it on disc, I'd pay taxes, and it cost like $90 anyway, so why not? But yeah, I fucked up and put the wrong engine in. I brought the wrong engine, but whatever. I'm gonna just make sure I do some of these power, like the quality run I'll do with this practice. Actually, you know what? Do you think they'll have it fit for practice too? If I simulate this one? I don't even know. I don't need 3 practices. Whatever, just load it.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Since I was a kid, basically. My dad always watched F1, so I kind of watched it when I was young. Obviously didn't really know what was going on back then, but watched it like most of my teenage years into my adult life, and then I took some years off and didn't watch it much. But I'd say about five or 6 years ago, I got like really into it again. Started really watching through like religiously, like practice sessions, qualifying race, and then I started buying the games.
We'd like to run the acclimatization program if you have a chance before qualifying. It'll give us a good indication of our relative pace and consistency.
The first game I got was, I think it was 16, so I have 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, so 5th game in a row. I don't think I had 2015. What do you want, bud? That's my cat.
The team know their way around here very well, thanks to testing, but we haven't been here in a few months, so there's still a lot to learn. Good grip in the medium speed corners will be vital here. You're going to want a nice, positive front end to work with.
Alright. Whatever you say, Jeff. Not listening. Let's get this acclimatization done. It was an easy one to do when it's raining. You want Botas this year? Okay, so by the session, as long as they're on by P2, I'll use them for the rest of the weekend, and then I'll go back to the good spec for Q1.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre usage. Right now. We have to give 2 sets back at the end of this session, so they'll be unavailable for the rest of the weekend. We'll hand over the 2 most worn sets, so don't ruin tyres you might want to use later.
I definitely want Bottas to win this year over Hamilton. I mean, if it's between them, then that's my choice. I'm sick of Hamilton winning. Like, it's damn impressive. But Bottas is like, I don't know, man. It looked pretty good the first race. You never know. It's a short season. It could be a short season. close. Not bad for the first lap.
That's looking good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together. This rain should be ending shortly.
Exact same two corners. Yeah, I mean, if it's only 8 races, it's not going to be that satisfying, but it could be like 14, 15 races, and at that point, I'd say it's legitimate, but I don't know, McLaren could. They looked really good in the first race. I mean, what you have to realize, though, is, you know, the crappy Ferrari still beat the McLaren. So, you know, like, I don't know if McLaren's going to be on the podium too often. Like Ferrari will be sneaking in there more often than McLaren would, but Red Bull could have a good season if they can get their engine to work. Son of a bitch. Stupid fuck. It's not as easy in the rain as I thought it would be.
work. You seem to have a solid handle on the lap. Let's try and perfect each turn. Remember that chaining good corners together will give you a consistency bonus. Great stuff. You've pretty much nailed this circuit.
That's what I was trying to do. I get pretty stubborn sometimes with that.
I know it's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
Track tires. So let's do the quality pace because I need that power. I got the good engine in.
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace. Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
I think I need to put the difficulty up. That's pretty fucking crazy. How did I beat the expected time by like 3 seconds? But you know what? It's not even that great of a time compared to the other guys. So maybe it was just because it was raining, it's kind of messed up or something.
The weather's improved quite a bit now. It may be worth considering retrying some of the earlier programs to see if we can get better information.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Vettel, Verstappen, and Daniel Kvyat. And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
There we go. The old engine's back.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex. Pace is good, but tyre wear that lap was quite severe. We need to be sure you can manage the tyres through a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner. Be especially careful accelerating on corner exit.
It's a little easier than last year, I'll say it though. I think they kind of smoothed it out a
This
bit.
test is all about tyre management.
That
Try to
bump isn't
control
there
the
anymore.
slip through each corner
I'm
and
still
take
afraid
extra
of it.
care putting the power down at the apex.
It's driving me nuts.
We need to be sure you can manage the tyres through a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner. Be especially careful accelerating on corner exit. Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent...
There we go. Fuel management.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:22.0.
Find ERS management ridiculously easy, so let's do that quickly. I'm gonna do this and then qualifying.
In this program, we're looking at ERS management. This is all about managing your battery efficiently throughout the lap to hit your target time. The overtake button will drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power.
Well, 2 mistakes isn't helping.
This is the ERS management test. Hit the target time whilst managing your battery charge. The more efficiently you use energy throughout the lap, the higher you will score. Use your overtake button for maximum power, but remember, that will drain energy rapidly. Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed.
Definitely need to put the difficulty up. Should not be not using any ERS and destroying the pace by 1.7 seconds. So, I don't know if it's just the practice programs here or if I'm just doing way better than I should be. I guess my lap times will tell me. I mean, I'm behind. Jesus Christ, Kimmy. The fucking hards. Look at. Oh, sorry, that's science on the hards. I guess I'm kind of where I should be. Either way, it doesn't matter. I bumped them up every time.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Shut up, Jeff.
We're 8th in the speed trap, 326.7 kilometers per hour.
Let's just see where that lap time sits. Where's Aiken? I guess that's kind of makes sense. It's kind of where I am. But either way, I'm going to just bump it up like 2 points just to be safe, because
If you want to know specific information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you...
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Verstappen, Albon, and Valtteri Bottas. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Are you hoping things clear up before qualifying? How do you feel this season is going for you? Is the car competitive? Great. Well, that's everything.
I recommend we could go for something like this.
You know what? I never put a setup in that quickly too. Someone has good readings? I don't know. Try it. I'm not really too concerned, to be honest. I think I'll be fine.
Track is quiet right now. Let's get out on track while it's clear.
Wait. Do I have my shitty gearbox in? Maybe I should just start its back. Take the whole new engine or something. I don't know. Let's go to the lap on the board.
The car settings screen on your multi-function display will allow you to change various settings as...
I'm just about ready to call it, to be honest. Thought I could go a little longer, but I spent too much time in practice. Oh no, they got my good engine in. Just my shitty gearbox.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Wasn't a very good lap, I guess. Let's have a look. I know. Not a very good lap at all. So maybe boosting the
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 20.1.
Don't know. I had to step away there for a couple minutes, but I'm gonna try one more quality lap. If it doesn't go well, I might just restart and then go back to the difficulty I was at. So I think maybe when you make that jump to the 90s, it's substantial. I don't know.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:20.1.
I'm gonna go though. Setup might be shit too. Alright.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
It's a better lap, yeah. Alright. I'm satisfied with that, I guess. I mean, I might as well just take the grid penalties though, eh?
We're 21st in the speed trap,
I'm just gonna take a whole new engine and
324.4
gearbox.
kilometers per hour.
But I'm gonna do that tomorrow, so I'll call it a night. To the end of this session.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting
Oh,
the
he can
grid.
beat me.
Hamilton, Bottas, and Charles Leclerc. With qualifying...
But this seems more realistic, like that's where we should be. I guess? No, we're kind of ahead of Haas. Maybe it's the chassis though. The chassis has like no upgrades, so it could just be really bad.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
It's time to take a look at us.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Who's beside me there? Williams? I don't know, it looks like one of the racing points is right at the back for penalties, I guess, too. Wait a second.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
Anyways. Calling it.